Okay, wait. Oh my goodness, the spout 2 capture is not showing up. Okay, hold on. I am so sorry. Whew. My goodness, the spout 2 capture isn't showing up today. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me get that taken care of. The spout 2 capture. No! That didn't show up either. Okay. We're just gonna do window capture today. I'm so sorry. We are just doing the window capture today because we do not have the... What is it, chat? We do not have the spout 2 capture working today. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm the least chaotic pink buddy. I'm Happy to Max One Cousin. I'm Cookie. So nice to meet you guys. Hello, guys. Yeah. Sorry, I have been pretty late. Yeah. We were supposed to start at 1 p.m. And then, you know, there's some stuff I had to take care of at 3-ish. Is it covering up the full-on window? Because if it ain't, then I'll like expand it so that way you guys can see the entire window. Okay. Is it going well? Okay, okay. Yeah. How are we doing? We are doing great. Okay. And by the way, yes, I have gotten some of my Oshi messages. I don't really check my Oshi as much. So, yeah. Hi, Geeky! Welcome! So sorry, I was so late. Oh my goodness, there's a lot. Yeah. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Yeah. I am doing okay. Yeah. How you doing, guys? I hope you guys all doing good. Okay. Better late than never, yeah. So, today is a bit of an important stream. And no, before you guys basically ask me if it's a graduation, no, it is not a graduation. But I do have something that is pretty important that I will be talking about. So let's go over here. It's actually good. Don't worry. It's actually good news. It's actually good news. So, a bit of a different chill music today. Yeah, it's a bit different today. And sorry, you guys can see like the VTuber studio stuff because yeah, it's because the spout 2 capture doesn't work on my end today, so that's why the VTuber studio capture isn't working. Let me see if I could try to get the scrolling chat messages working up again. So let me get that working. Okay. He disappeared, yeah. Cause I'm trying to like work out like the Twitch chat today, cause my spout 2 capture hasn't been working. And yeah. That's the thing. So I have to like make it work with what I got. And since you know we have a lot to talk about, we do have so much. That's why we're here. So, my biggest first thing that I want to talk about today. How's you guys doing, by the way? Hope you guys are all doing well. Yeah, it's been a busy summer. It's just been pretty busy. Thank you for the 2,000 stars, by the way, on the Irium app. I appreciate you guys. I know I'm trying my best to be like more active on the Irium, and I'm doing the best I can to be more active on the Ethereum platform. So I'm doing like the best I can with what I got. So that's what's happening. Yeah. Okay. So today we are talking about something that I do want to talk about with you all. And don't worry, it is a good thing to talk about. It's not a graduation. Boop, 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 boop. Yep, today we're talking about HNL Fandom. And a lot of you guys have been wondering about what's this next event that I will be going to in person. It is going to be this weekend. Well, next weekend, not this weekend. But that also does mean that with next weekend, I will not be able to be at the CUZN first anniversary as much as I really want to. I know all the CUZNs are celebrating, their first anniversary this year. Like, I'll stop by, like, the CUZNs first anniversary to, like, chat with them. And, hang out and chat. And of course I have a special message video. But for next weekend, I will be pretty busy with HNL Fandom. And I'm going to be talking about HNL Fandom today. So yeah, that is what we're going to be talking about. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about HNL Fandom because we got a lot to talk about. So, to make things clear with what's going on at HNL Fandom, it's on the Pacific Expo's website. So let me pull that up really, really quick. Do note that a lot of this is on Instagram, so I won't be able to like showcase all the information. More information will be on Instagram. So that is like what is happening on my end. It'll be most likely on the Instagram side of things. But let me pull this up. Boop, 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 boop. So here is HNL Fandom. This is what's gonna be happening next weekend. I am gonna be here in person at this event. So, if you guys don't know, HNL Fandom is a brand new anime convention. It's a brand new pop culture convention. This is like the first time in a pretty long time that we're having like a new pop culture convention coming to Hawaii. So, yeah. What is HNL Fandom owned by? It's owned by Pacific Expos. And if you know Pacific Expos, in Hawaii, they're known for their consumer trade shows. So this is like their first time that they're doing like a pop culture convention like this. So yeah, and then you can see like the rules, the attendees, the esports that are happening, the cosplays, and the Beyblade battle that's happening. Yeah, they have the Beyblade that's going on too. And if you guys want to get your guys tickets, it's on Saturday and Sunday. So this will be its first year. Yes, it's the very first time. It's the very first year they're having this. It's very, very new to Hawaii in a long time. The last time we had something like this that was announced was at KawaiiCon. Like that's like at like a very large like convention space, like Neal Blaisdell or like Hawaii Convention Center. That's like pretty like large and well known. There is Super Saturday Hawaii that's also done in Christmas, and then there's also like Amazing Pop Culture Expo Honolulu that happened. But I virtually went to the one in Reno, so I didn't go to the one in Honolulu because I virtually already went to the one in Reno since I heard they are pretty similar. The Reno one and the Honolulu one are pretty similar, so I went to the one in Reno virtually with Fourth Dimension. But HNL Fandom is like a brand new pop culture convention, but this is the very first time in a super duper long time that they're hosting like a very large convention like this, like super large to the scale of this at like Kawaii Con's level. I think this is the first time in like 21 years that they're doing something like this, right? Right? So that's what it is. That's what's been happening, you know? Yeah. 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 Yeah, like 21 years. That's what I know of. From what I know of. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. That is what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Hawaii is gonna do pop culture convention? Yes, Hawaii is getting a new pop culture convention. They're getting a new one. Yeah, that's what it is. Did you know that HNL Fandom is new? I actually didn't know that it was actually launching until like a couple months ago. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. Do they have like any other stuff? Yeah. Oh yeah, this Comic Con Honolulu. Yeah, there is. There is Comic Con Honolulu. But that's like under Kawaii Con from what I know of. This one is like all like pop culture. It's not just like um it's not just hey Coco, welcome to stream. Welcome in. Yeah. The new anime expo. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is, guys. That's what it is. That is what it is, guys. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. Is HNL Expo like pretty big? It's gonna be big. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. What is some HNL Expo happening? August 8th to August 9th. That's the one. Yeah. It is the first like fully founded expo that's like being launched like with a massive convention set of footprint. So normally, right, when a convention is being launched in Hawaii, they're usually launched at a hotel, right? So we have like what is it? Amazing Comic Con in Honolulu that was also like launched. That's like the one thing that was being launched as well. But but only the area looks big. Exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying, chat. If we're looking at like large scale exhibition hall anime events, chat, right? This is the first time that they're having this in nearly 21 years. Like the newly founded. I'm talking like large scale anime conventions that is for anime fans, right? That's newly founded, that has a massive convention set of footprints. This is the first time in 21 years we're getting a new anime related convention that's big, like this size in Hawaii. The first time in 21 years. We have never, before this, we had like Super Saturday Hawaii and like, you know, we had Taka Taka Matsuri. Those were like a lot smaller though. But Super Saturday Hawaii is, that was like the Christmas anime event, right? And we went over there. So it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Yeah. How much vendors are there gonna be? So there's gonna be 200 vendors, and I'm gonna be there too. I'm gonna be, I believe what I'm working with HNL Fandom on is getting a table. So that is what we're currently working on right now. But because like the scale, the time stamps are like pretty you know, last minute, they're trying their best that they can to make the social media all possible. If you're talking about like, you know, anime conventions in general, this is not Hawaii's first anime convention, because we had KawaiiCon back in 2005. We had like Super Saturday Hawaii that was launched. Then we had Comic-Con Honolulu that was launched. Then we also have our smaller ones like Pop Culture Expo and all that. But if you're talking about large scale conventions like KawaiiCon size, right? This is the first time. Yeah. That's what it is. They have white popcorn too. They did. But it was mainly like your trading cards. That's the thing. Yeah. It's also Pacific Expo's first time too. Yeah, it is also Pacific Expo's first time that they're doing this. Pacific Expos has never done this kind of stuff before. They have never done any kind of skill doing this kind of stuff. You know? So, for example, right? Pacific Expos, they're known for their trade shows. And, you know, you don't really see them, like, hosting, like, a pop culture event, right? So, normally, chat, you normally don't really see, like, pop culture event being hosted by this company. Yeah. So, what they're doing this time around is that they're bringing this kind of stuff to the Hawaiian Islands. So, this is their first time that a trading show company is hosting like an event. Yeah. It's probably to compete with KawaiiCon. I don't think that they could ever compete with KawaiiCon, because KawaiiCon has been around for 4 years, you know. KawaiiCon has been around for years and years. They've been around since 2005. And they built a name for themselves within the anime market. Also, hi, Edo! So, I don't think that Pacific Expos is trying to dethrone KawaiiCon with HNL Fandom. You know, I don't think that they are. I don't think they are, Chad. I don't think they are. Yeah. So, they're mixing in, like, anime and cosplay with the heavy features and esports. Yeah. That's what they're doing. There's also, like, a tattoo one. Some of these cons also sound familiar. Yeah, they do. That's because Pacific Expos, they own, like, a lot of, like, the trade show market in Hawaii. So if you go to Hawaii, they have a lot of the trade shows that are being launched in Hawaii because they're under the same company. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. Did you ever have like a yeah. Did you ever have like a pop culture expo like this? Not in like 21 years. If you're talking like large scale like anime conventions, right? Not in 21 years. Hi Shadow Skills, welcome to stream. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Chad. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's very, very large scale. You're talking about it, yeah. Yeah. Are you getting invited by Pacific Expos? Yeah. So basically, pretty much Pacific Expos and I are working towards like getting the VTubers over at HNL Fandom. So that's like what we're doing. So that is what's been like happening. Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever thought that they could have a tattoo panel? I didn't really think that there could be like a tattoo like pavilion. I've never saw that before at an anime convention. That's actually pretty cool if you think about it. It's actually pretty cool if you think about it. It's actually so cool. Yeah. That's actually like super cool. I go to K-pop Koname in August. I already went to K-pop Koname earlier this year. So I don't know if I will be going to K-pop Koname. I'm going to HNL Fandom for sure. I know I'm going there. For sure, for sure, for sure. I am going there. Yeah. What's your next event after this one? Megabon. And that's it for now. You know, like I said, I am gonna say this. I have been at so many different events this year. You know, at you know, KawaiiCon and all that. I've been to so many different events. I've been to a lot of different projects and doing all these sorts of things. And after, you know, after Megabon Hawaii, this will be my break for Hawaii VTuber events for now. So I plan to take like a bit of a break. Maybe about a couple months or so, yeah. I plan to go to Super Saturday Hawaii. I will be going to Super Saturday, hopefully. Like I have to see if I have enough of a budget to be able to like go to Super Saturday Hawaii. But I am going to HNL Fandom. I'm gonna be like helping them promote their stuff with Pacific Expo, so it's pretty cool. And I'll be helping them out and help promoting them, like everything else. That's just how it is. So that's what is going on. Yeah. That's what is going on. Did you ever went to HNL Fandom? Okay, HNL Fandom is pretty brand new. HNL Fandom's like really, really brand new. So what I'm doing is like, you know, I'm going over there, but I'm also having like a meet and greet at HNL Fandom. I'll be announcing like new details like pretty soon, so it'll be like super duper exciting, which is pretty awesome. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. That is what it is. Can you showcase the Instagram for HNL Fandom? I don't know if I can showcase the Instagram for HNL Fandom. A lot of the information for HNL Fandom is on their Instagram page, from what I do know of, that's like when they're like upgrading like a lot of their what is it? That's what they're upgrading, like a lot of their stuff. So that is where like the HNL Fandom stuff is all like happening. Keep in mind that Pacific Expo Hawaii is the owner of HNL Fandom, so they're the ones that are basically behind like everything when it comes to it. So that is what's going on. Yeah. That's what's going on, chat. Are you debuting? Okay. What are you gonna be having for your beauty greet? Well, aside from a table, I also want to show you guys the new photo cards. Huge thank you to Shin Last Name, by the way, for working so hard on the photo cards. So, Shin Last Name, they actually worked on my new photo cards. So this time around, Shin Last Name, they helped out with like the photo cards, right? Because originally those photo cards are for Off-Kai Expo. But I asked Shin Last Name if I could, you know, get those, use those photo cards. And Shin Last Name, thankfully, they gave me permission to be able to use them for, HNL Fandom. So, they gave me, like, the permissions. So, I'll show you guys, like, what's it looking like for my new photo cards. So, let me get that for you, chat. Let me get that. So, my new photo cards. They're looking like this. There's a lot of these that I have to print out and send to you guys, chat. There's so much that I gotta set out. It looks like this. Yeah, but shout out to Shin Last Name really for, you know, working all these photo cards, because I was thinking about like designing like my new photo cards, because I have those photo cards, the same exact photo cards. I had those for myself, because every single time I go to every single time I go to like these convention appearances, my photo cards always run out. It's pretty much like the hot ticket item for a lot of the people that are coming to see me in person. It's like, you know, these photo cards are always running out. So what I decided was that I really wanted to get a new photo card. I wanted to get a new one. And I was originally going to design my own, but thankfully Shin Last Name, you know, helped design the new one. So shout out to Shin Last Name for working on the photo cards and giving me the permission to be able to print them out for, you know, future events. It makes it a lot easier at the same time. Because all I gotta do is just, like, print it out, yeah? And that's all I gotta pretty much do. What were, like, your old photo cards? Let me show you guys what the old photo cards look like, what the current one looks like. It's a lot different. It's a lot different. Okay, photo cards. I did this in Canva for VTuber Takeover 2025 last year. This one has my name this time around and my signature, so it's pretty cool. Yeah. How's the new photo cards? The ones are a lot easier. Definitely, like, for sure. Because this one has my name on it, and it's also like, alright, like, we have like these photo cards that gotta be printed out and all that. Oh wait, do I have the photo cards? Photos, businesses. Oh, here. I'll show you guys mine. Those files will come in handy. Yeah, I actually have them on my Canva. I'm really grateful that I have it on Canva. I have it like saved. Because Canva automatically like saves it for me. So I don't have to like worry about it. Especially because, you know, I'm planning on sending this all over to Hawaiian Telecom so that that way like they can see like the kind of work that I'm doing. So I, you know, I do have to submit all this to Hawaiian Telecom in what is it? In June? Not June, September. So that's like what I'm sending all over to. Are you working towards the Hawaiian Telecom partnership? I am. I'm working currently towards that right now. So that's why like I've been like putting in a lot of streaming hours, a lot of hours that I have to clock into Hawaiian Telecom. So my summer has pretty much been like working towards this Hawaiian Telecom partnership. So I've been like streaming, doing a lot of events between like across the Hawaiian Islands and all that stuff. So it's been a lot. It's been quite a lot between like between mainland and Hawaii. So, you know, I'm looking forward to definitely having a bit of an event break for sure. And I really want to collab with more of my fellow cousins. So, you know, I'm excited for that. I am pretty excited for the more of the cousins collaborations for sure. Are you grateful that cousin is letting you be able to do all this stuff? Yeah. You know, to be honest, when I joined cousin, right? I wasn't like so sure whether I was gonna continue on with all these event stuff because a lot of these events they were already planned before I joined cousin, right? Before I joined cousin, a lot of these events were already planned already, and like you know these events were already in the works or they were gonna be the works before you know like what was it, chat? Before like I joined cousin. So the fact that cousin is letting me be able to continue on with my tour, because here's the thing, right? These anime convention appearances for me, whether they're virtual or in person, do make me happy. But it's also very important because we are trying to reach to a lot of people. You know, not just like you know former Hawaii residents that moved away from Hawaii, but those that are new to the Hawaii VTubing for the first time. And for many of these people that are attending these conventions, they not just make me happy, you know, it's something that I love to do, but it also helps people who are learning about Hawaii VTubers for the first time, you know, that want to get into the Hawaii VTuber culture and they want to enter in the market. So, you know, it helps a lot, you know, with networking and building these connections. And I also really love connecting with all of you guys at the convention that you guys are attending. Like, I have met so much people in person at these anime conventions, and you guys are telling me, you know, how fun you guys are having over there, and it makes my heart really happy. So, you know, I'm very happy that I get to, you know, continue on my activities. I'm very, very happy. Is this something rare for a VTuber group? It's very rare. So, what cousin is doing with me by letting me continue on with this convention stuff is pretty rare for a group affiliated VTuber because usually um when you join a VTuber group, right? There are times that people have to put away these what is it, chat? What is it, chat? What is it, chat? They usually have to put away um well, it's either they have to yeah, it's just usually pretty rare for a VTuber group to allow a VTuber to continue on their indie activities, for sure. It is very rare. It's not really continued on with a lot of, like, um, with a lot of VTuber groups, from what I know of. But yeah, if you guys are affiliated with a VTuber group, right, and you joined the VTuber group, like, are you usually able to like continue on with your activities as an indie? Yeah. Yeah. Is that usually what happens? Yeah. It's pretty rare for a group affiliated VTuber to be able to continue on their independent activities when you join a VTuber group. I think so. From what I heard, it is pretty rare. From what I heard, it is pretty rare. It is pretty rare for a VTuber in a group to continue on with their independent activities. I have heard that it is like pretty rare. But you know, the fact that with CUZN already allowed me to continue on with these convention activities definitely says a lot. You know, I've been able to continue on with these convention appearances, and you know, I'm able to continue going to these conventions, and that's what makes it really cool, you know? So I'm really, really happy. I'm very happy. Cause I will say this. Back in my previous VTuber group, right? I wanted to open up about this, but if I were to tell people like, hey, you know, I'm gonna be like virtually going on these tours and like, you know, working as a creator, like going around, you know, scrolling around at a convention, you know, being able to continue on my indie activities. Yeah, management back at that time, they would have either said no, like definitely no, or like, what was it? Either no or I would have had to do it on my own. Is CUZN helping you out with any of these events? Yeah, they are. They are helping me out, which is really nice. So, yeah. That's that's what it is on my end. Yeah. About times in person, yeah, definitely for sure. It is fun, and I love doing this. You know, I love, you know, doing these Hawaii-based VTuber events. So I'm pretty happy that I get to continue doing what I'm doing, and I have like the hope to be able to continue doing. Hi, 1914. Welcome to stream. We're talking about HNL Fandom. I'm kind of opening up a little bit about like you know, CUZN allowed me to continue doing these like VTuber like these Hawaii-based VTuber events. I am part of a VTuber group now, yes. I am now part of a VTuber group, and I have been part of a VTuber group since June of 2026. But, it's a little bit different in the group I'm currently in because they are giving me, you know, more freedom to be able to continue on my things. Like, for example, I'm able to continue doing these anime events, which is really cool. And I'm able to continue like doing all these things, which is really awesome. So that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. I'll take it for a big splash! Wow! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Lemonade! That's so good. Thank you for the make a splash. I appreciate it. Oh, that's super yummy. Man, I could really go for lemonade right now. I could really go for lemonade. That one had a lot going on. Yeah, but it's like really, it's really cool. It's like interactive. Like you get to interact and, you know, talk with people. You know, it just makes a lot more sense. You know, with the interactivity, you're just able to like interact. Yeah, exactly. It just makes it like you can interact more, you know? Yeah. What events do they also do? I could like showcase like what Pacific Expo does if you guys would like to see it. So there's Explore Asia Fest, which is another event that they do, and I can showcase like the events that they do in addition to HNL Expo, because Pacific Expo wanted me to make content about them, so that's what I'm doing. So they have this one. That's Explore Asia Fest. That's one of their events that they do. And then they have FoodieCon and Spring Expo, which is what they do. It's mainly like for foodies, like you're able to like go around and explore and like try different sorts of food. It's really cool. And then for those who like the outdoors, those who like going outdoors, right? Like if you guys like going hiking, if you guys like going walking, if you guys like, you know, traveling to places, you like going hiking and all these things, you know, they have the Outdoors Expo, and that was actually held recently during the summer. And then they have Pacific Rim Festival. That is their most recent one. What Pacific Rim was, they did like a military. It was like the naval military event that they did. So that's what it was. Then there's Oto Fest and Fall Expo. That's like also like a food convention. So they mainly did like food expos and conventions. So that's what it was all about. And it's mainly all about food. Yeah. But the food, with the first bite plate has to be like $6 or less. So that's what it is. And then the last one is a Very Merry Fest. That one is mainly like Christmas stuff. Yeah. So any like Christmas related things, you know, that is what it is. So yeah, that is what they do. Have you ever been to any of Pacific Expo's events? Not necessarily. I have never been to a Pacific Expo owned event. This is the first time that I'm working with Pacific Expos, and it's actually like really interesting too. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. It is a pretty big booth. It is. I can actually showcase this. So this is like showcasing on their website, but this is what it looks like. So you have the restrooms, you have the artist alley, you have the sponsors, the tattoo pavilion, you have the artist alley, you have the special guests. There's the keiki zone, the food court, they have all of these things. But the tattoo pavilion, that's what it's like also known for too. They have the tattoo pavilion. They have like all the tattoos that you can get. So if you're looking to get a new tattoo, they also have, you know, the tattoo pavilion. That's one of the things that they also do too. What made HNL Fandom decide to work with you, Cooky? They're looking to get into the VTubers. What made HNLX Fandom want to work with me? Well, at least like not just because I reached out to them first, but they want to cover the VTuber market. And that's like what it is, right? So that is like what has happened. And you know what is going on over here. Yeah, that's what's been happening. Where can you get the tickets? I think it's on the website. I'm not gonna click on like the ticket links, but it should be like located over here. They have all the rules here too, so you can see like the rules, the vendor packets. That I cannot show, but we can go over like all the cosplay information they have over here. They have the cosplay showcase that they're having over here too, and then there's also the esports arena that they're doing, the esports tournaments like Call of Duty, Overwatch, and Valorant. Maybe you could reach out to them for like Super Smash Brothers too. I would love to reach out to them for Super Smash Brothers. Maybe like rhythm games in the future, like Taiko no Tatsujin or Mai Mai. But if we were to do like Taiko no Tatsujin or Mai Mai or like Chunonam, I would have to go like through a licensing stuff. And there's a lot of things I have to talk about with the licensing that would have to talk about things like this. Yeah. That's what it is. That is what it is. Is the Beyblade event happening? It is. It's happening. You can check out the Beyblade tournament right over here. I don't know if I am able to talk about the Beyblade tournament, but it's on Instagram. So if you go on Instagram, and I'll put the Pacific Expo's Instagram page because they did recommend me to link it to their Instagram. So I am doing the best that I can with what I can talk about. That's what their website says. Mostly Instagram has all their stuff. So you can check it out on there. I've noticed that a lot of the Hawaii culture stuff, like the Hawaii stuff, yeah. Much of Hawaii, like when it comes to their social media, for the social media is like Instagram. Yeah, from what I know of. Hi, bitches alligator! Welcome, welcome! How are you doing? I hope you're doing great! Welcome, welcome. So, yeah. So we're talking a little bit about HNL X Fandom. Thank you for the follow. Meta's like Facebook and Instagram is like very popular with stuff in Hawaii. Yeah. Facebook and Instagram's like the most popular like social media platforms in Hawaii. Like the most popular ones. Thank you for the follow too. Thank you for the follow as well. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah. The most popular social media platform in Hawaii is Instagram and Facebook. Those are the most popular ones. There are Hawaii TikTokers, but mostly Hawaii mostly still uses Facebook and Instagram. Yeah. Facebook is like the most popular one. So that's why like a lot of Hawaii businesses and events, they also have like Instagram pages, right? Yeah. Instagram is very popular. It is. Instagram is still popular in Hawaii. Instagram is still very popular. What's like the most popular social media application in your guys' area, chat? Ours is Instagram. Instagram is the most popular platform on social media. I have Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. I see. Yeah. Hawaii is mostly very well known for its like Facebook and Instagram. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it's been over here. Facebook and Instagram are the most popular. A lot of businesses here, they use like Facebook and Instagram. They still use like the Meta platforms over here. Are you having a meet and greet on that day? I am. I'm doing my meet and greet. I don't know. They didn't exactly tell me where the booth's gonna be. I'm still working with the details of that. I know today is Sunday, so I will have to like work on it this the weekday. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate you. And thank you so much. Yeah. I'm not participating in the Arab event this year. Yeah, we are not participating in the Arab event this year. But you know, everyone has been like very supportive of like me like not really doing like the what is it? Not doing like the Arab events that I end this time around. I think all the pretty ladies deserve a rose. Thank you so much for the rose. Yeah. So that is like the reason why I'm not doing the Arab event. So why am I not doing the Arab events? I'm not doing the Arab events because I'm focusing on my own projects right now. Right now, I'm focusing on other things. So, you know, for example, I'm focusing more, you know, on my own things. Yeah. I'm focusing more on, like my own independent events. And my calendar is already pretty much, like, busy with, like, so much other things. Like, this year, I've had, like, so much events that have been happening. Like, between, you know, the Hawaii-based VTuber events, the mainland, the ones that I've been appearing at, and, you know, GameCon Canada, EX St. John, all these events. It's just gotten to the point where, you know, I was starting to feel, like, extremely burnt out from these Irium events. So I decided to take a break from that, and that's why I am doing that. Yeah. I do hope I can come back. But, you know, right now, it's just not, for me, it's just not, like, a perfect time for me to come back. Relax, yeah. That's what it is. That's why I had to take a break from the era events, because, you know, I got burnt out. I got very burnt out. And there was just a lot of era events going on, and it just got burnt out. And, you know, I was like, you know, I decided, you know, I'm just gonna have to take a break from the IRM events. I have heard that the IRM events are getting, like, very competitive, though, now. From what I heard. Yeah. The IRM events, from what I have heard, are getting really competitive. They're super competitive, yeah. That is what I've noticed. Like, back when I first debuted on Irium in, October 2025. I joined Irium, and the Irium events, they were not that competitive. They were competitive, chat, but not, like, to the point, like, where everybody's, like, competing against one another. Nowadays, if you want it, like, there are so much people on Irium to the point that it is very competitive to get on an Irium event. Yeah. Because there are more streamers on Irium, the rise of Irium streamers, it's getting very competitive. And that is, like, you know, it's a good thing that we are having, like, more Irium streamers. There's, like, a major surge of, like, Irium streamers. And it is very good. You know, having more Irium streamers, I'd say it's very, very good. But when it comes to going for the events, it's also gotten to the point where, you know, you have to compete with, like, thousands and hundreds of thousands of other Irium streamers that are also going for the exact same thing. So, for me, my final Irium event, before I decided to take a break, it was the calendar. And, you know, for me, I took like a break from it for a reason, focus more on my own activities. Like, I am growing on Irium. I could come back if I want to come back to the Irium events. I could come back, but I won't be, like, coming back, like, anytime soon until, like... What is it? The fall. Or the winter. Tons of streamers. There are a lot of streamers right now on Irium. And no, having a lot of streamers is good because that means that Irium is doing really well in the US and Canada. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But at the same time, when there are more streamers, that means, you know, everybody is competing for one another. Everybody is competing in one singular event. And the events get pretty competitive. So, you know... Yeah. The ratio of streamers to viewers is not enough for a platform. I do feel like that, what is it? I do feel like that with the streamers coming onto Irium, which is a good thing. You know, Irium is still pretty brand new, and there's like a lot of stuff that is still happening, but I will still say one thing about Irium. Irium is still the best platform for newer content creators. Like, if you're a newer content creator and you're just getting started and you have, like, no experience within the VTuber community, but you still want to be a part, you still want to be streaming, Irium is still the best place to do it. It's still the best place. Because it helps you, like, be able to get the skills that you need. So by the time you go on to, let's say, like, YouTube or Twitch or other platforms, you have the skills already that you need to stream. Because, you know, streaming on Irium, it gets you practice, you know, talking to an audience. You know, making sure that you have your audio equipment all ready to go. Make sure you market yourself, build up your portfolio and all that. Because I always say you gotta build up your portfolios. You know, as a VTuber, as a streamer, we're all content creators just trying to build up our own portfolios. And that's like a very important thing. You know, because in a lot of different opportunities, there are a lot of opportunities. You know, you gotta build up your own portfolio. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. You know? We're trying to, you know, build big friends, you know, build up our portfolios, you know? And that's what it is. It's a good place to practice. I agree. It's a good place to practice. I agree. But, you know, for me, because I have been in the VTuber scene for 5 to 6 years. I have been streaming a lot. You know, 5 to 6 years. I have been in the VTuber scene, the streaming scene, the content creation scene. It just, for me, doesn't make sense for me to compete in the Irium events for now. Because, you know, I have plenty of other things that I'm doing. But, you know, I'm always wishing all the people that are joining the Irium events all the best, you know? Yeah. I just choose not to get into the Irium events for my end for now. I'm doing, like, my own thing. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. If I was a comedian, it'd be a good place to practice material of VTuber this place. Yeah, I think like Irium is good for newer VTubers. And I do understand. Irium is still pretty new. Irium is still a brand new platform. They're still growing. They're still growing as a streamer, as a content creator. They're still growing. You know, so I do give them like the benefit of the doubt when it comes to like Irium's like growth and all that in the VTuber space. Especially with like what's happening right now with the Twitch news. I saw the Twitch news. I saw the news on Twitch. I did saw that. I think there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be moving over to Irium. For sure. I think there's gonna be a lot more people moving over the area with the recent Twitch news. Yeah. I think so. I think so. Yeah. I think there's gonna be more people moving the area from Twitch to Irium. Yeah. Because of the recent news. That's what I think. Like I said, my predictions are not 100% correct. I know, like, I cannot be, like, 100%, like, you know, accurate when it comes to it. But I really, really do think that there will be a surge of content creators moving their area from Twitch. Hi, Toasted Red. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Hi, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Yeah. But that's just, you know, how I personally feel. Are you still streaming on Twitch right now too? I am streaming on Twitch right now. So I'm talking about the recent news that was out for Twitch. So if you guys heard on social media, this is not like 100% like, you know, think it was a great assault. But I do think that there will be more streamers moving the area. Yeah. I am on Twitch right now. I am on Twitch right now. Will I still be on Twitch? Would it, I think so. For me, I'm part of Twitch Hawaii and I'm part of CUZN and Twitch Hawaii. Because I'm part of CUZN, which mainly streams on Twitch, I do plan to stay on Twitch because I am part of a VTuber group and the members of CUZN mainly stream on Twitch. So that is like the reason why for me, I do plan to stay on the platform. Also, hi Toasted Bread! Welcome! Welcome to Twitch, yeah! I am on Twitch right now, I am! I am. Yeah. Yeah. But that's just my opinion. You know, that's just my opinion, and it's not 100% like accurate, you know? Multi-stream is probably the way you go as you want the eggs in one basket. That's why I started doing multi-streams. Because here's the thing, right? Yeah. Here's the thing, right? When I decided that you know, how you doing? I'm doing good. Hi, Stargazer. Cookie Nation for life. Hello. Thank you. So, hedge your bet. I am taking it with a grain of salt. Chat, I am taking this with a grain of salt. Chat, I'm taking this with a grain of salt. And that's just how it is. But I will say, I really, really do think this is not 100% accurate. Take this with a grain of salt. This is my opinion. But I do think that more VTubers will eventually be moving to Irium from Twitch. I really do think that. Yeah. I do think that. Yeah. 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 Hedge your bet. Hedge your bet. What's this? HNL Fandom. It's a new anime convention that I'm gonna be going to in person next weekend, and that's what we're talking about today. But for a little bit, we're just talking about the news that are going on the HNL, the recent Twitch news. So that is like what we're talking about, yeah. That's like what I have been like talking about. And one big streamer moved over, they cut a partner deal would be a massive for the platform. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. They need something to draw more people in. I think Area was doing like a really good job at like driving more people in. Oh, Cooks, do you like my profile picture? I think it's really cool. It's a really cool profile picture. Yeah. 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 But I plan to stay on Twitch. But that is because, chat, I am part of a VTuber group. Yeah. And the members of CUZN mainly stream on Twitch. So that's why. Yeah. I can stream on other platforms if I want to, yeah. Like, CUZN allows us to stream on other platforms. And, you know, that's a really cool thing. So that's what it is. Yeah. Hi, Fudge Tar. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? We're just talking a little bit about the recent Twitch news. Now, this is just a grain of salt. You know, like I said, this is just with a grain of salt. You know. Yeah. It's a squawk. It's a cryptid. Yeah, I see. That's awesome. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. That's the thing. Does CUZN allow you to stream on other platforms? Yeah, they do. They do, but they're mainly on Twitch. So that's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah. That's the thing. I love the squawk. It's so cute. It's so cute. Talk about HNL Expo. We are. Yeah. I mean, I could leave Twitch if I want to, but then that would make it like harder for us to like do like collaborations and other stuff like that. Yeah. I could chat. Yeah. Yeah. That would make things like more difficult if like one of the members of CUZN like left like Twitch. Yeah. That's the thing. Will she cookie his bud? Hopefully one day I could be in someone's Oshi. I feel like I'm still have a long way to go. Do they support you like when it comes to like streaming on other platforms? Yeah, they do. But CUZN, the members are mainly on Twitch chat. So you gotta understand that yes, we are allowed to stream on other platforms like Irium, like YouTube, like Twitch, but CUZN is mainly on Twitch. The members are mainly on Twitch. And because I'm part of CUZN chat, because I'm part of a VTuber group, because I am part of a VTuber group, my main platform, just like the other CUZNs, has to be Twitch. Just like the other CUZNs. So I can stream on other platforms. I can. And they do give me the option to stream on other platforms if I want to. And, you know, they're very supportive of, like, us, like, streaming on other platforms, like Twitch, like Irium, like YouTube, all of those things. They're very supportive of that. In fact, CUZN actually is supporting me currently in my, they're actually supporting me currently in my, my activities. It's gonna test the water to see what works for you. Yeah. Hi, Mew. I wish you luck. I'm gonna go now buy cooks. Bye-bye. Hi, Mew. Welcome to YouTube. Yeah. So, we're talking a little bit about the recent news that happened. There's like a lot of recent stuff that has happened. A lot of recent things have been going on with the recent Twitch news. So, I know there's people that probably may ask, are you planning on leaving? Are you planning on leaving Twitch for, like, let's say Irium or YouTube? I don't plan to, because CUZN is mainly on Twitch. You gotta understand, Cookie Nation, I am in a VTuber group. I'm in a group. I'm a group affiliated VTuber, which mainly streams on Twitch. So even if I were to leave, it would make things very difficult for the other CUZNs to, like, for example, support and collab with one another. It'd make it very, very difficult. It would be very hard. Very, very, very hard for the other CUZNs like to support me. But CUZN, thankfully, they let us stream on other platforms, which is really great. Because is it pretty flexible, like, when it comes to CUZN letting you stream on other platforms? Yeah, they let us stream on the platforms they want to. They don't have, like, control over the content that we create. So when it comes to, like, the content that we can create or the things that we can do, you know, they don't have, like, any control over that. They are mainly on Twitch, though, so if I were to leave Twitch for, let's say, like, YouTube or Irium, it would make things harder for the rest of the CUZNs. Because CUZN mainly relies on Twitch when it comes to their streaming stuff. So that's why I am here on Twitch as a group affiliated VTuber. I am in a VTuber group, you know, so that is the thing. Is CUZN supportive of you, like, going into other platforms? Yeah, they are. They're very, very supportive. They don't have any control over, like, the platforms that we can stream on. But their main platform is Twitch. That's why, like, you know, I have been able to stream on Twitch, and I have been able to stream on YouTube. I've been able to stream on Irium, and, you know, I don't have to worry about, like, where I'm gonna be, like, streaming right. I don't have that, like, kind of, like, what is it? I don't have that, a good group is always helpful. Yeah, CUZN has been very supportive of my activities. Very, very supportive. How many members of CUZN there are? There are 10 CUZNs in the group. On the website, there are 10 members that are listed on the group, including me. So they're very supportive. Even though they're mainly on they are mainly on Twitch, but they are very supportive of us, and they do not have any control over the kind of content we create, or the people we can collab with or the platforms we're streaming on. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's pretty cool about the group I'm in. Yeah. What are you looking forward to at HNL Fandom? I want to like be able to like meet like more people at like HNL Fandom. I want to like be able to like what was it? I want to be able to like go like roaming around at the conventions, and I want to be able to, you know, what is it? I want to be able to like fly around the conventions and like, you know, meet new people in the group, and that's like mainly the thing that, you know, I have been like really looking forward to in CUZN. It's like doing all these things. CUZN is already giving me like a lot of freedom to be able to go to these events and talk to you guys at conventions. And I am very lucky that I have that choice to do that in my activities. Because back when I was in my previous VTuber group, and even now I'm still very grateful that CUZN took me in, I didn't have that freedom to do these kind of things. Oh, you know, if you see my, let me show you guys, like, the content I did, like, back in my previous group compared to, like, where I'm at now. If I was gonna compare, like, where I'm at now, and, like, compared to, like, a couple of the things that, I have been doing in, like, convention stuff, I would say I definitely have a lot more freedom where I'm at right now. Where I'm at right now, I have a lot more freedom to do the things that I want to do. And, you know, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. Oh, yeah! Here's, is there any videos that I could show you of HNL Fandom? I could. Let me see. Do I have any videos I could show from HNL Fandom? There has to be videos that I could showcase. There are advertisements, chat. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can pull up a video that I can showcase. Okay, let me show you guys this video. I think I have the permission to showcase this. I cannot showcase much, but I will showcase this video to you guys, and we'll see like what I can do. There's some things that I can't showcase, but I will show this video. Okay, let me show you guys this video real quick. This trailer. Okay, let's go.
For tickets or info, visit pacificexpos.com. It'll be Fandom.
Okay, here we go.
Hey Hawaii, catch our newest expo, HNL Fandom, August 8th and 9th at the Blaisdell Center. Check out anime, cosplay, artists, K-pop, collectibles, tattoos, esports, and more. HNL Fandom August 8th and 9th. For tickets or info, visit pacificexpos.com. It'll be Fandom. Hey.
Okay, that's the trailer. That's the trailer I can show you guys. It's everywhere right now. It's everywhere. No, I can't show you. Okay. Sorry, chat. You're showcasing HNL Fandom and it's pronounced HNL Fandom, not HNL Fandom? Wait, it's pronounced HNL Fandom? Oh, okay. It's pronounced HNL Fandom, not HNLX Fandom. Okay, okay. You know, actually, Cookie Nation, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I am wrapping up my From Hawaii to the World tour. I'm starting to like wrap up a lot of the things for this year. I kind of have to kind of think about it as a tour. Because, you know, I am like going around these conventions across the mainland US and Hawaii. And I am like starting to slowly wrap up my tour. But, you know, I'm very happy that I get to participate in all these things. So, you know, it is very exciting. Make those connections, yeah. Yeah. It is the thing, Chad. It is the thing. Are you excited, like, for, like, meeting your guests? I am. Yeah. Excited to be able to, like, go to, like, conventions and, like, explore things. It's pretty cool. Make those connections. I'm trying my bestest. I am trying my bestest, chat. I'm trying my very bestest to be able to, like, go exploring at these different conventions and everything. Did you ever, like, wanted to do a collab with your fellow cousins? I do. It's just my schedule has been so busy, so I haven't been able to like reach out to like the other members. I think who I want to collab with first, in CUZN. I want to collab with Geeky first, and then I want to collab with Wīpi. I want to collab with Auri, and of course, like I also want to collab with Wachukefe because she's the main reason why I joined CUZN. So she was the reason why I was able to get into the group, you know? So I do want to collab with her for sure. I think I want to collab with every single cousin, but I've gotten to know Geeky a lot. I've gotten to collab with, like, talk to Geeky and Wīpi quite a lot, so I want to be able to collab with them. What's the cousins that you have yet to talk to? The cousin I have yet to talk to when it comes to like the collaborations I want to do, I have yet to reach out to the other like Althemia. I love to be able to reach out to Althemia someday. It's just like the thing is, it's just like collaborations. The time zone differences are just very, very hard. Everyone's all living in different time zones, so it's very hard to like come up with a collab. But you know, I really want to collab with the rest of the cousins. I do want to collab with the rest of the cousins. I do, I do. I love my fellow cousins. They are very supportive and they encourage me and support me, and I'm super grateful for that. Yeah. Is there anything else that we gotta do? I think we are pretty much good, right? Yeah, because Mama Sagida, she's already handling the printing for the photo cards. Do you want to work on like a new batter? I do want to work on a new batter. I do gotta get a new batter commissioned. Like, cause if I'm doing events, right? I wanna like tell people, hey, you know, this is the cookie paddle, this is the cookie batter, you know. So, yeah. I know I asked them Alexx for like the stuff, right? No, I did. I did that. Yeah, I did that. That's the thing. That's the thing. Hand out those cards. Definitely, those cards are always popular at every single event. There's always like a popularity of different events. Like I already like know like when it comes to like different kinds of events and all that. I'm definitely handing it out HNL Fandom. Are you doing Pop Culture Expo after this? I don't know if I am. Because I'm already doing Megabot already. And I'm kind of like slowly wrapping up like my From Hawaii to the World tour for this year. I love doing these conventions, chat. Like, you know, don't get me wrong. I love doing these conventions and I love doing these appearances. It's just, you know, there has been so much that I've done this year in like a single year. And it's gotten to the point where, you know, I have to think about, I gotta take a rest. I gotta take a bit of a breather. So, you know, I have been thinking, you know, after Megabot for the in-person appearances, about a couple months to take some time off to rest up and come back to doing these event appearances. And, you know, December rolls around and I'm able to come back to doing these event appearances again. In this economy, keep working when you can. I am doing the best I can, Shadow Scales. I am doing the bestest. And, you know, like I said, I'm just happy that I have the freedom and the support to do the things that I want to do. I'm just happy that I have the freedom to do the things that make me happy. I'm just really happy that I have that choice while being part of a VTuber group, so it's exciting for me. Anything that you gotta work on after this? I gotta work on a birthday video message for CUZN. That's for sure. Because CUZN is celebrating their first anniversary this year, right? So I gotta work on that. Tomorrow, for sure, I do plan to, like, do, like, a little bit of some gaming. I've been, like, maybe, like, trying to do, like, gaming at least, like, 1 to 2 times a week. But, like, mostly for this week, it's gonna be mainly, like, HNL Fandom, working on, like, HNL Fandom things, and, like, talking about HNL Fandom. Because this is, like, part of what I'm doing to promote the event is, like, you know, talking about it on stream, you know, and talking about getting people involved in it. So it's exciting. It's exciting. I wish I could showcase, like, more stuff on their Instagram, but that's all I can showcase on their Instagram page. Yeah. There's a lot of vendors on there for sure. There's like 200 plus vendors that are showing up. So that's what it is. Yeah. That's what it is. You've done so much event stuff this year. Oh man. I have done so much event stuff this year. It's been a busy weekend. Like, busy this year. Like, for my summer this year, if we're looking at, like, okay, let me show you guys on my Google Doc. And no, it's not the Google Docky. I know what you're thinking, chat. Google Docky. No. Not Google Docky. Not Google Docky. No, chat. It's not Google Docky. It's not Google Docky. I know, chat. It's not Google Docky. I promise. It's not that at all. But I'll show you guys how much events I have been to this year. Hold on. Let me get my events that I did. I have a lot. So, Sorry, Uriel, but I have to borrow the phone for a little bit. Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. And I'll show you guys my event calendar. I'll show you guys the event stuff. Hold on, hold on. I got a lot, chat. Don't worry, don't worry. Do your rating after this? Geeky! Because Geeky's been doing a lot for me, and I want to give her the thank you for doing a lot for me. So, we're gonna rate Geeky after this. We're gonna rate Geeky. Because Geeky has been my rock through all these, like, event stuff. Like, she's been my rock. And, like, with the tech stuff, she's been, like, helping me out so much with the tech things, making sure the stream's running well. And, you know, she's been my rock. Ever since I joined CUZN, Geeky the Crab, she has been my rock. And I'm so grateful for her. She's been helping me out with modding the streams, making sure my streams are running smoothly, making sure the tech is working okay. You know, I have, like, CUZN members checking up on me, making sure that my streams are running good. They also make sure I eat. And it's, like, really awesome. So, let me show you guys. And no, chat, and it's not Google Docky. No, I'm not. It's not Google Doc, you guys. I'm just showcasing my event calendar. So, I just happen to use a Google Doc. Exactly. I just happen to use a Google Doc to showcase all the events that we have been doing so far. Ta-da! Here are all the events that I did this year. Or have planned for this year. I'll zoom it in so you guys can see it. Ta-da! Here it is! Here are all the events that I did this year so far. If you guys go on my Twitch and my YouTube, you guys can see how much events I did. But that's my entire event calendar for the year. For the year. So you guys can see where it's been going to. Where it's been going to. So, we did Hawaii pop culture. We did all these events. We're gonna strike through all of these. We're gonna strike through them because it's over. It's over for these events, so. Can we do a strike through? Can we do a strike through? I don't think we can. Can we? Can we do a strike through? Wait, can we do a strike through? So we can see what we're doing? Oh! Format. We can. We can. Hi, user! Welcome! I am showcasing my event schedule. What I have so far this year, I have an entire schedule. So I will show you guys my entire schedule for this year. And this is what I got. Tech support is great. Check it out, buddy. Yeah. So, we started off at Hawaii PopCon in Honolulu, right? Then we went to K-Pop Kodobe. Then we did Western Lights Festival in Reno. Then everybody remembers Anime Tour, right? Anime D-Tour. Then we went to SakuraCon in Seattle, Washington. We did an event appearance with Seattle Online Broadcast Association. Then we were at San Diego RocketCon, SD RocketCon. in San Diego, California. Then everyone knows KawaiiCon, because I promoted this heavily. Everybody knows I went to KawaiiCon. Everyone's like, yep, that's the person that went to KawaiiCon. You know all this. Then we had NX Expo, then Gem State, then MomoCon, then GameCon Canada, then EEX St. John, then RageCon, then Off-Kai Expo. We did nearly half of this schedule. Half of this on my calendar. Half of this, nearly half of this, chat, was all done on the Cooky calendar. The calendar. Everything was on the calendar, chat. Everyone was on, like, the event calendar. It's just how it is. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. You did these much events this year? I did. I am. Wow, yeah. That is a lot, chat. That is a lot. You guys are right. That is a lot. That is a lot. So if we can count how much events I did, right? We can count this. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 conventions in 1 year! So far. 18! 18 conventions in 1 year. Wow. That is a lot. That is a lot. But you know, the thing is, chat, because of being able to go to all these conventions, you know, I've been able to do so much cool things because of being able to connect with all of y'all. The first half was accomplished independently, so anything up to GameCon Canada, that's like all independent. The rest of it, it was all like, it's all CUZN affiliated. Oh, thank you so much for the follow! Thank you so much! Welcome to stream! Welcome! Oh gosh, hold on. Oh gosh, hold on. I don't know why I'm not seeing the notifications. Hold on. Who followed Cooky Usagida? I want to make sure. We did Wīpi with indies recently with a follow, but it's also on the YouTube side. YouTube, okay. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate the follow on the YouTube side. Thank you so much. It doesn't say the follow on my end, but I appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why it doesn't like show up on my end. I don't know why it hasn't like been like showing up. So I do apologize. It hasn't been like showing up on my end. So yeah. 18 conventions in 1 year? Yeah, 18 conventions in 1 year. And we're still not done. You're still not done. Actually, we're almost at 1,100 on what was it on YouTube. All in person? Not all in person. So the good thing about From Hawaii to the World, right, is that I haven't been able to go to like any of these conventions like in person for the mainland side. For the Hawaii side, it's been in person. The mainland US side has been online. So not all of it's in, not all of it's on, like in person. Just the Hawaii ones are. So it was only for in person. It was only like 5 or 6 of the conventions that are like in person. Everything else has been all online, which is good for, you know, my bank account, because Hawaii is expensive. It's been good for my bank account, like very good for my bank account. I promise, it's been good for my bank account. It's been very good for my bank account. Very, very good for my bank account. How do you feel like your tour is coming to an end? You know, I never really thought of like From Hawaii to the World kind of coming to an end, but you know, think about it. I was able to go to so many different conventions, so like so many different things that I get to do this year. You know, so you know, I'm actually really happy that I get to be able to go to like so many different conventions. You know, going to these different places, talking to people, talking to you guys, and you know, being able to connect with y'all. You know, so I'm very grateful that I got to be able to go to so many different conventions, talk to so many different people, and like, you know, be their highlight of the day. So I'm very happy in a way. But at the same time, it is a lot of conventions. It's a lot for one person to handle. And you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot that I'm doing. There is a lot that I'm doing. There's so much that I have been doing. Yeah. There's a lot that I've been doing. And there's so much that has been going on. And that's just been how it is. You know? It feels like you had one event per month. It does feel like that. Be right back. No worries. I will be here until like 5 like 6 o'clock. I'll be here 5:30, 6 p.m. Cause I gotta head on out and I gotta like take care of some stuff, go make dinner, and then I'll be on Irium tomorrow. Excuse me. Excuse me, I burped, sorry. I burped. I burped, sorry. I'm glad you've been able to go to so many different conventions, and I'm glad CUZN's allowing you to do that. Me too. I can't like, well, I can imagine like being able to do all these conventions like by myself because I've done it before. But I am pretty shocked that my group like gave me so much support to be able to go to these conventions, you know? So it is really nice that I have this support to like do my thing. But in return, I also get to help them do their thing too. I get to help them grow as an audience. I get to help CUZN grow, and I'm very happy that I get to do that. So, you know, in a situation, you know, going to these events, I get to help CUZN grow. I get to help CUZN grow. I get to help the group grow. You know, I get to help the group grow. And there's a lot of people who tell me, you know, this is their first time learning about this group. And, you know, it's really nice that I get to be that kind of person that's like, hey, you know, we exist. CUZN exists. We're here. So, yeah. I get to be that. I get to be that person. And I'm very happy that I can do that. I'm happy I can provide these opportunities. Even if it's a lot on myself. It's a lot on me, chat, but you know, your Peak Buddy Mage is doing her bestest. Your Peak Buddy Mage Gully is doing her bestest. So that's all that matters. I'm doing everything I can do, and that's all that matters. I am doing my best, and that's all that matters. And I am here, I'm streaming, I am making content, and that's all that matters. And that's what makes things, you know, on my end manageable. I get to make this all happen for y'all. Oh yeah, right. I gotta redirect you guys after this. For who we're gonna raid. Do I have anybody that I want us to raid and like redirect for the YouTube side? Oh wait, do we have someone? I'm gonna see. Keep on trucking. Thank you. I would try. I will try my best, chat. Let me see. Oh yeah! I did redirect people yesterday to... What is it? I redirected you guys yesterday to Scrimble from SBA. Because they were having like their new model reveal. I'm very happy that happened. Hi Wiz! I'm freaking out. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Feel free to talk about it over here. Feel free to talk about it over here. We're just right now talking about HNL X Fandom. Yeah. Oh yeah! Would it be okay, chat, if I redirect you guys to Mori Calliope from Hololive for the YouTube side? Mori has been like inspiration, like when I listen to her music. Would you guys like that? I think that I would love to be able to redirect you guys to Mori Calliope from Hololive. Mori is very hardworking. She's a very hardworking woman. I respect her work ethic. I respect the woman's work ethic a lot. Dang, it's bad timing. I'm so sorry about that. Don't worry, I'll catch up. I'll catch up with you. I'll catch up with you, Wiz. Yeah. I'll catch up with you. I'll catch up with you. Oh my gosh. If I redirect you guys to Mori Calliope from Whole Life English, I don't know. I'm gonna be so nervous. I have returned. Welcome back. So, TLDR, to catch up with you guys. I'm planning to redirect you guys to Mori Calliope from Whole Life English for the YouTube side of things. Yeah, I'm gonna redirect you guys to Mori Calliope from the Whole Life English side of things. Oh, Geeky said name their stream, so we can't redirect you guys to Geeky. We can redirect you guys. There's another cousin that's streaming. That's JinksClip, right? Yeah. JinksClip. Another cousin's streaming. So we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. I ending stream? Not yet. Not yet. I'm just trying to figure out, like, who we're gonna raid later. Because, we might be ending the stream at, like, 5:30, 6 p.m. Because I gotta go eat dinner and take care of some things. But I want to make sure that when we are streaming, we're ready to go and everything. So that's just like who it is on my end. Yeah. I'm excited and nervous. You got this. I believe in you. I'm planning on taking a break from event streams after Megabon. You know, I will admit, I have had a pretty busy year, and I want to be able to take some time off to, like, you know, to stream to stream, take some time to like you know, hang out, take some time to hang out, and you know, focus on my streaming content. I want to be able to like focus on my content, you know, focus on everything in general. So I want to like focus on like my own kind of content, and that's like the thing I want to focus on. I'm just waiting on some, but I might be a bullshit card MO in September, which would be crazy. I've never been that far from home before. I say, see, good luck. I'm gonna be a Megabon in September. I'm gonna be a Megabon Hawaii as an official creator in September, so I have a lot to do. I'm gonna be at HNL Fandom like next weekend-ish, and then yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you for believing in me. You're welcome. Thank you so much for everything you've done for the Nevada and stuff, and allow me to be able to like tour around Nevada virtually. I'm really happy I'm able to do that. This might be a big chapter of my life. You got this. I believe in you. You know, it's really nice that, you know, you're able to like do all these awesome things and like go to like these different conventions. So, you know, I really, really am very happy that you're able to get all these opportunities. Especially like, you know, I want all of us to like all succeed in a way. Like I want us to like all like succeed, right? I want us to like grow. I want us to like grow as an audience, you know, grow together, grow our channels, and like keep on ranking. Because there is a lot of negativity that unfortunately is, you know, what is going on right now, what I've been seeing in the VTuber scene is, you know, there's a lot of negativity that's going on. And, you know, I want to see, like, more positivity. I want to see more of that in the VTuber community. I want more positivity. You know, I want more positivity. And I just see, like, so much negativity that's happening in the VTuber scene. And I want to see, like, more positive things. I want to, like, you know, do events. I want to bring VTuber opportunities to Hawaii. I want to, like, you know, do something. And I want to bring these opportunities to CUZN as well. You know, like, maybe, for example, we could do, like, you know, 3D events. You know, we could do maybe, like, convention appearances, paddles, and all these things. You know, now that, you know, I am part of CUZN, you know, I want to be able to bring that over to CUZN as well. You know, that's just something that I really want to do. That's why I'm doing all these events. You know, I am in Hawaii, and I am a Pacifica VTuber. I'm part Native Hawaiian, and you know, we gotta find ways, you know, to do stuff like this, and we gotta find ways, you know, to build our community, and we just gotta keep like, you know, building our own things, you know. So I have been, you know, ever since I joined CUZN, a lot of the ideas that I've had, like under Pastel Circus, like, you know, for example, like a 3D concert, 3D VR chat events, you know, 3D events, cultural fairs, interviews, you know, I am bringing a lot of those back to CUZN. And, you know, that's just how it is over here. CUZN's been very supportive of all the ideas that I've been doing. A lot of my individual activities is because of CUZN's support. I've been able to, you know, do these individual things and do these things that I get to do. So, for example, you know, being able to, like, go to, like, you know, so many different conventions. It's pretty awesome. Rest about the job is done. It's drama filled. It's, unfortunately, it is very drama filled. And I don't like, you know, I don't like seeing, like, the fact that there's just too much drama. There's just too much drama that's going on, you know, and it makes me really sad when I see that there's so much drama that is going on. And, you know, when I see that, it just makes me really sad because I really do think there is so much positivity things that we can do. You know, there's so much positive things that we can do as a community. You know, we just gotta find ways, you know, to do stuff like this. And we gotta find ways, you know, to build a community and work together to build it. Yeah. My full-time job has been upgraded me lately too. I've been called upon for a 3D printing knowledge. My part-time that I did, my full soldering job. If you ever do want to do a 3D console of your own chat, I got plenty of tech to do dynamic handle angles, padding, and dolling to make the camera work way more alive. Just what I used to do in real-life concerts. Just ask Talia. Thank you! Honestly, I'm definitely going to let Auri know. I'm gonna definitely reach out to Auri. Ari's been wanting to. I remember like Auri wants to do like more 3D related things. I will ask Auri. I will let Auri know. Because I remember Auri one time did say that he wanted to do like more 3D related events and stuff. Did you see the video I said the condor mouse in Puerto Rico? I did watch a little bit of that. I saw that. I want to do something like more of that kind of stuff, like being able to like go to like more areas. You know, I really feel that like, because I live in Hawaii, I live in a high cost area, right? Because I live in a high cost area in a high cost state, you know, I can't really be able to go to like in real life, like all of these different places in real life. That's a lot of like conventions. And like lots of things that I have to, you know, a lot of money that I gotta, you know, talk about. But being able to like, you know, see IRLs like go to these different places, even if it's not in person, it's just so inspiring. Even though, you know, that's just how it is. You know, we just gotta find ways to do stuff like this. My chance to travel see the world with VTuber friends might be on its way. Really? Hi, Ruka! Thank you so much! I appreciate you so much! By the way, shout out to Ruka. Ruka does, like, a lot of, like, VR chat stuff. Ruka, if you ever do want to, like, work with me on, like, the VR chat stuff, I would love to have you on board. I was thinking about, like, building, like, a little team to, like, help, like, build, like, 3D events for CUZN, right? So, like, here's the thing, right? Ever since I joined CUZN, right? There's so much ideas that I'm bringing back when it comes to like a lot of these ideas I had from my previous affiliation. So like these ideas are like coming back to me. Like 3D concerts, 3D panels. Because I was watching my stream yesterday, right? And I did say I really wanted to do a lot more in my previous affiliation. And now that I'm back in CUZN again, it's like, you know, I wanted to celebrate a 1-year anniversary, and CUZN is celebrating its 1-year anniversary this month. CUZN is having a first anniversary. Actually, CUZN just turned 1 recently. That's what Auri was saying. CUZN just turned 1. But they're having their first anniversary on Saturday. And, you know, it makes me happy that CUZN, even though I'm a new member, I just joined in June. You know, I'm happy that I get to be a part of the group and just continue. Guys, I said close to send you a demo reel of the 3D concert work I've done. That clip made me tear up. It's so beautiful. Yeah. You and Talia introduced me to VTRC by being one of the most important always of the ones. Happy anniversary. It's actually not my anniversary, chat. It's CUZN's anniversary. It's CUZN's anniversary. It's CUZN's anniversary. CUZN is celebrating their 1 year. CUZN is celebrating 1 year. 1 year. So, I'm happy to be part of a group. I'm happy to be back in the group again. But this time around, the VTuber group I'm in is allowing me to be able to do so much cool things. The freedom I get to do and, you know, going wild. Going wild. I can go wild. I can go wild. Yeah. Yeah. That is the thing, too. That is the thing. We just gotta, like, keep going and keep working on things. But, you know, you fall back down, you get back up. 6 years of creativity might be turning into something truly well. Exactly. You can't give up. You can't give up. And I always tell people, sometimes you're gonna fall back down. You're gonna fall back, but you cannot give up. You just gotta keep going. And that's just how it is. You know, that's exactly what it's like. You cannot give up. That is something that I will always talk about. You know? So that's exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you for the hearts. I'm very happy that I'm able to, you know, be the person that's able to get you to all these cool things. Because I always told you guys, you know, you can accomplish anything. You just gotta like keep at it. You know, you can't give up on this. There's so much that we have to do. Yeah. You won't succeed if you don't give, if you do. My biggest thing is that, you know, my biggest thing is that the thing I agree with on my end is if you work hard, if you put in the work, if you are passionate and, you know, you put in the work, you work hard, and you have a good heart, you know, hard work and good hearts pay off. That's just how it is with me. If you work hard, if you have the passion, the dedication, if you have a good heart and you put your mind to it, you will get there. That's just what I believe in. I believe that failure is the way. Exactly. Failure is the way to success. Exactly. That's one thing that I have been definitely like learning is that you have to fail in order to succeed. That is just how it is. You have to fail in order to succeed. And I failed as a global VTuber. Extraordinary. If you fail, you know, that's just how it is. You gotta like, you know, keep, you know, it's your way to like learn from your mistakes and like grow as an audience. Thank you so much for the head pat. Appreciate you. So I always have this philosophy of you fail, but you get back up, and that's just how it is. There are so many things that I went through to be able to, what was it, like accomplish like all of this stuff. I'm actually was very happy with this year's VB in Paradise. I was actually super happy with VB this year. Like with the way that VB was going, I was so happy with the way it was going. Like I finally felt that I made it and I was super happy. Like it made me feel really good. So I think like a karaoke relay format is something I'll be doing next year for KawaiiCon. I think that's something that helps out, right? So Apollo and Ambitious Alligator, thank you so much for the follows. I appreciate you. So it seems like on our ranking we have 5 left to keep our rank. And we have about 5 days down until rank down. So we have to say tomorrow we get 1. And then if we stream like the 4 days and we get +1, then we'll be able to keep our ranking. I want to be able to improve my ranking should I continue to come back to Irium streams again. Irium events again, yeah. Yeah, exactly. You know, so failure is the biggest one of a success. It's a grind. that streaming is not necessarily of like a marathon. It's more like a sprint. Because the thing is, right? Everybody achieves success differently. Some people, they achieve their success through getting, YouTube partner or Twitch partner. Some people achieve their success through, regional success. And, some people, fail in the VTubing scene, in the content creation scene, and that's okay. Everybody all learns and grows at a different pace. Some people grow overnight, and some people like myself have to, work tirelessly, years and years of grinding to get to the success that they're comfortable with. And some people, unfortunately, even if they work hard, sadly, they don't get to any success at all. And it always makes me very sad, when I see, like, content creators, talking about, even though they work so hard, they feel like they haven't really achieved that much, like, success. And it makes me sad. That's why I started VTuber Expo, in 2024. Because I wanted to give content creators, a lot of the content creators that I work with, right? These are creators that wouldn't have had any opportunities otherwise in the Hawaii market. So we work with a lot of content creators who are smaller, but we also work with, like, agency and group affiliated VTubers as well. Because for me, I believe that every amount of success doesn't have to be, like, a certain amount of huge numbers, like Twitch partner, all that. VTuber Expo is all about growth for any VTuber who has a desire to grow in the Hawaii market. Any VTuber who has a desire, who has a strong desire to grow in the Hawaii market with a good heart and hard work, I believe can make it into VTuber Expo. That's just how it is for me. Yeah. If you work hard, and you have a good heart in the content creation journey, and I would say the three things that a lot of VTubers do, with the portfolios, the lawyers, and, letters of recommendations, I do say that those are keys to succeeding in the VTuber market sphere. So I always, like, push for that when it comes to, like, advice I recommend for newer content creators, right? You grow with the three keys. You have portfolios you build. You have, lawyers and letters of recommendations. That's, like, the three things I recommend for any new content creator. They want to build a portfolio for themselves. That's just how it is for me. Yeah. So, like I said, at the end of the day, we're all building our own portfolios. We are all building our own portfolios. And that's just how it is. Today is Bunny Day. It is Bunny Day today. Yeah. Yeah. It is Bunny Day today. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else that I gotta talk about? there like anything else? What is it? What if you were to ever get popular? If I ever get popular, I want to build like more opportunities in the Hawaiian Islands for VTubers. So like any local who wants to become a VTuber in Hawaii can have like the resources. So I would love to like be able to like, you know, maybe for example, maybe build like, you know, scholarship opportunities for aspiring content creators, and you know, maybe like build like more like studios, and you know, that's something that I would love to do. So if I ever do get successful, I would love to be able to do like a scholarship program. You know, maybe, you know, for them to get started in their content. Yeah, like the girls broadcast. Yeah, exactly. Like the girls broadcast. You know, there's the scholarship program from the girls from the her broadcast. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, the her broadcast. What was it? What was it? The scholarship? The where you can get like any streaming equipment? There was that one. There was that one. Yeah. What is it? What is it? The hold on. There was like a grant or something. I don't know if it was like her broadcast. Broadcast her. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Broadcaster. Not Ghost Broadcast. It was Broadcaster. Like the 1000 Dreams Fund. Yeah. So that's what it is. Broadcaster is doing a lot of awesome stuff. I think it's really awesome what Broadcaster is doing. You know? So I would love to be able to do that. You know? So I'd love to be able to. You know? Do something like that. I know a streamer actually that got like in the broadcaster, and that is something that I remember Oh yeah, one of the VTuber takeover guests actually got a scholarship from Broadcaster, and I thought it was super cool. Actually, I know like 2 of them that got like scholarships from Broadcaster, and it was really really awesome that they were doing this. You know, giving out money to people who want to like do like their convention stuff and all that. For example, go to events. Be able to go like do like hardware upgrades and being able to explain those goals and all those things. So being able to do that, that'd be like a really cool opportunity. I would love to be able to do something like that. But that's only like if I ever were to get, like famous. That's only if I were to ever get, famous. Maybe I could do like little like grats for those that want to get into like content creation and all that, get started. Like what Iron Mouse did? Yeah, kind of like what Iron Mouse did. Cause I remember Iron Mouse, like she did like the what was it? She did like this VTuber Academy. She did like this VTuber Academy where she basically like gave out like a fully funded VTuber model at the VTuber Academy. And it's really cool actually. Yeah. So I would love to do like something like that. It's a grind, yeah, it's a grind. Oh wait, I have 5 more minutes and then I have to wrap up. I'm so sad. I have to wrap up because I gotta go eat dinner. Yeah. You want to be able to start a scholarship program for content creators? For Hawaii-based content creators? I do. I do. So that's what it is. Yeah. Would you like to do a media kit? I probably would love to be able to build a media kit. Definitely, for sure. Why do you want to be able to give out scholarships to Hawaii locals who want to be in the content creation business? Because Hawaii is expensive, and a lot of people, when they enter the content creation business in Hawaii, it's very expensive for them to get started. And some people like retire because the cost of living is just too high. So if I was able to do like a scholarship to give like money out to creators who aspiring Hawaii-based locals who want to get into content creation to help out, with their dreams, that would be something that I think that would be good. Yeah. But I'm nowhere near the recognition yet for me to be able to pull something off like that. Yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for today. What's this? Hey, Geeky! welcome. How's Trinova? How's Trinova? Yeah, we're talking about my tour and like some goals that I was thinking about if I ever were to get famous. Okay, so I have a goal that I might be wanting to do if I ever were to get famous, which we don't know if I ever will. But I have this. I was asked, if I were to get famous, if I ever were to get like to the point where I'm financially stable, right? To continue on, with the goals, right? I actually had something in mind. So, the one goal is that I was thinking about, it was stressful, I haven't touched the game in a while. I'm so sorry to hear about the stress. I'm so sorry to hear about the stress. I'm really, really sorry to hear about that, Geeky. I give hugs. I give hugs. Yeah, so we're talking about this one thing I was thinking about, right? If I were to ever get into the moment where I get like the recognition, right? I really want to be able to do a scholarship program for aspiring content creators in the Hawaiian Islands who are living in Hawaii, but they want to get into the content creation field. And I was thinking like that'd be like really cool, right? Like if I did a scholarship program for aspiring Hawaii-based Hawaii people who want to get into content creation, it would be really awesome. I could do that, like grants, exactly like grants, like grant money, like make a person's dream like come true. Because cost of living in Hawaii is expensive, But that's only if I were to ever get like the recognition enough to say, okay, I am financially stable and I can like do those kind of things. Yeah. Fun place to visit, super expensive to live there. Oh yeah. It is so expensive to live there. Well, let's think about others who want to learn more about content creation. I have been there. Geeky, I have been there. Growing up in Hawaii as a content creator, I have been there. I've been there, chat. I've been there. Well, one thing I do definitely want to, if I ever do get like more like recognition, right? Like enough to be able to have some stability is, get a place and like help out like my family and friends. But the one thing I was thinking about is, like maybe like let's do like a grant program for like Hawaii locals who want to be aspiring content creators. Because a lot of Hawaii people, they have really big dreams, but because the cost of living is so high, people just cannot pursue their content creation dreams. It's very hard for them to do that. So I want to be able to make that easier for them, Yeah. That's just how it is for me. Yeah. Like, I have a lot of Hawaii VTuber friends who, a lot of people that I know of who work 2 to 3 jobs. They work really, really hard, and oftentimes they're forced to have to make very tough choices. Like, they have to leave Hawaii or they have to move to Las Vegas, and they have to either move to Las Vegas or they have to move to, like other places. They have to move to, Houston or California, other places, because the cost of living is just that high. So people, when they are focusing on just surviving, they're not able to pursue their dreams. And it's really, really hard. It's very, very hard. When you're working on pursuing your dreams and you want to be a content creator, that's your biggest dream. But you don't have like the resources to get you started. Like broadcaster, exactly. Like broadcaster. The micro grants. Like a micro grant, I guess, 500 to 1,500. definitely can cover, like, you know, let's say you want to go to a gaming convention. If you want to upgrade, like, a GPU, or you want to get, like, a new laptop. I think it could definitely, like, cover some other things, too. Yeah. That's what it is. So... yeah. So it is really awesome. Yeah. It's a super cool opportunity. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I think it's 6:05. Man, I gotta eat soon. Oh, it's almost dinner time already, chat. At least tomorrow, though, I have, like, HNL Expounded work. The next couple days, I have, like, a lot of HNL Expounded work. Thank you, thank you. I feel really bad, though. Like, I really wish that I could, like, you know, do, like, more sheets in the long run, you know? I like talking to you guys. I like being able to talk to you guys and, like, doing more cool projects. You know? So... that is the thing. That is the thing. Everyone is busy, yeah. There's a lot of busyness that is all happening this year. For sure, for sure. That is the thing, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Sounds busy, yeah. All the convention appearances this year looks pretty busy too. You guys can see all my entire list. It definitely is busy. Excuse me. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for today. Hope you have a good dinner. I will, definitely. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't worry. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be on Irium tomorrow. We're gonna do, like, some HNL X Fandom stuff. We're gonna be, you know, continuing on the work stuff. So we'll be doing that. We'll be doing that. You know, so that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. You want to be able to get back to the Hawaii community? I do. Like the Pacifica and Hawaii scene. I want to do that. Maybe, like, make, like, a little grant for, like, Pacifica people who want to, like, become content creators. I want to do something like that. I really do. I want to, like, build more opportunities. I, like, make people's dreams come true. But I gotta work to get there. Okay. I think that's pretty much it for today, chat. I'm gonna see who we're rating into. I think, let's see. Is Boy Calliope still live on YouTube? Because we're gonna redirect you guys to more Calliope on the YouTube side. I know who we're gonna raid for the Twitch side. We're raiding JinksClip, fellow cousin member. Oh, whoops. Okay. I will see you guys on tomorrow. Thank you all like so much, everyone. I really hope that we can all look forward to tomorrow's stream stuff. For now, we're gonna be heading over Twitch. I'm gonna redirect you guys to JinksClip. YouTube, I'm gonna redirect you guys to more Calliope. Thank you for the stream. Yeah, Geeky. If you ever want to collab, let me know. I'm always down to collab with the fellow cousins, okay? If you ever want to collab with the cousins, I'm always down to collab with the other cousins, guys. I always want to do collabs with the other cousins. I really do. That's the thing. I want to collab with the cousins. I want to collab. I do. I do want to collab with the other cousins. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Yeah. Of course, when you're 3. Yes! Let's do that. Thank you so much again, everybody. I will be back tomorrow on Irium. We're gonna do like more preparations. We'll do like more work stuff for what is it? We'll do like more work stuff for HNL Fandom. There's so much I gotta get done. But maybe we can go over that more. Yeah. And thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the support. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Otsu Cookie. Thank you, everybody. And bye-bye.